All right, this is Magic Tyler, and I'm here with the one and only Grayson Waller. So, as the people of Springfield know, WWE is coming to town on October 15th. So, first question is, Grayson, what can you tell the people of Springfield about what the WWE and the Grayson Waller effect is going to bring to town?
Well, this is very exciting for Springfield because it's going to be my first time there. I've never been to Springfield before, so I'm going to take that off the bucket list. But, there's nothing better than live WWE wrestling. It's great on TV. People are watching it. Millions of people are watching me every Friday night on SmackDown. But there's something different about the live event. And this Sunday is going to be a big one. I saw Cody Rhodes is going to be in town. Whenever he's in town, that's a big show. That Goober LA Knight, he's going to be there too. But I think the real star of the show, the one that's going to draw the people out, is Grayson Waller. And somehow tickets are as low as $20, which kind of offends me in a lot of ways. Like $20 to see Grayson Waller just it doesn't sound right. You know what I mean? But that's something I've got to deal with.
Well, that kind of brings me to my next question is what aspects of a live event do you really like compared to like a televised event like a Raw, SmackDown, or a premium live event?
We know when you go to most live things, you go to a stage show, you go to the movies, even if you kind of go to a concert, that you kind of just sit and watch. That is your job. At the movies, the lights are off, you sit and you enjoy it in silence. But with the WWE, we want the exact opposite. We want you to be as loud and rowdy as possible. If you like someone, you can cheer them. If you hate someone, boo them. You can literally do whatever you want. And that kind of environment, that energy is something that we feed off as performers. So the louder the audience is, the more effort we're going to put in, the wilder things we're going to do, the crazier show that you're going to see. So I think WWE is the kind of live event that you don't get anywhere else.
Yeah, and do you feel like when you do a live event like this that's coming to Springfield, do you feel like you get maybe a little bit more, I don't know what the word is, like personal interaction with the fans than maybe you do a televised event? Because maybe you don't have that much pressure of being live on camera. Maybe you can kind of be a little more experimental and exciting with the fans.
I would say very much so. That's one of the best things about a live event is that you get to interact with individual fans.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to SmackDown, Raw, all our big shows, as much as we're doing for the tens of thousands of people in the audience, we're actually working for the millions of people at home. We're working for the cameras. The best view you're going to get is sitting at home. But for the live events, there's no cameras there. We're not working for a TV audience. We're working for the people there today. So what they want to see, that's what we're going to give them. And that's something that I love to do. These are the kind of shows where I get to say incredibly mean things about individuals. I get to pick on their clothes, their looks, their demeanor. Like, I get to pick on you specifically rather than the audience as a whole. And as a horrible human being that I am, that's one of the things that I enjoy the most, especially on a Sunday afternoon in Springfield. Like, I'm sure it's going to be easy to say some mean things about the people in that audience.
And so, along with you, there's a bunch of superstars that are coming along. Some that have been on the Grayson Waller effect. That includes people like you mentioned, Cody Rhodes, but you've also had people like John Cena on the Grayson Waller effect. You've had people like Charlotte Flair, Rey Mysterio, even Logan Paul. And what was it like getting to work with some of those big names, people like John Cena, and kind of, I would say, kind of help either give their career a bit of a revival or elevate them a bit?
I've always said, if 10-year-old Grayson heard about some of these names, he would be really excited. He'd be like, wow, what a cool opportunity, especially someone like John Cena. But for me now, being on SmackDown and being on their level, I saw it as my opportunity to help these guys out. If Cody Rhodes has something important he wants to say, who does he come to? He comes to Grayson Waller because he knows I'm going to give him that platform. John Cena comes back to SmackDown. He doesn't really want to wrestle, but he wants to make sure his face is on TV. Who does he come to? He comes to Grayson Waller. Bianca Belair, Logan Paul, all these huge names, when they have something to say, they come and find me. They know that not only is it going to be the most entertaining part of the show, but they're also going to get their point across. So I think it's a great platform for not only me to be out there every week, but for these big names to kind of get a bit of a revival of their career.
So you've this past year, you've done, again, we mentioned some of the big names that you've gotten to work with. What can you tease maybe on what's next for Grayson Waller and the Grayson Waller effect?
Well, what can I give away? That's the thing. Well, obviously we're going to Australia soon, which is a big thing. So there's things in the works for Australia. But as much as I love the set, I think it needs a bit of a revamp. I think the set needs to be more modern. I have some ideas, and we might see a change in the actual set coming up in the near future. But I don't want to give too much away on that. You got to be tuning in Fridays on SmackDown to see exactly what I mean by that.
All right, dude, it has been so good talking with you. This has been so cool. I'm a huge fan of the WWE as well as Grayson Waller. Seeing you this past year, your growth has just been so cool, man.
I appreciate that. I don't need you to say nice things to me, brother, because I already know these things. But Sunday, we're in the Great Southern Bank Arena, Springfield, Missouri. My first time ever. I'm excited to finally show everyone what the Grayson Waller effect is really about. It's going to be a wild show, and I don't know who I'm up against. I don't know who I'm fighting. Hopefully, it's LA Knight, Cody, one of these, these goober nice guys that everyone pretends to like but doesn't really. I'm excited to ruin some people's day by beating their favorites.
Yeah, you heard him. WWE SuperShow coming to Springfield, Missouri this Sunday. Tickets, how low were you saying? $20?
$20 to see Grayson. This is horrendous. Like, the fact that you only have to pay $20 to see someone as good looking as me, I don't think it's right. But lucky people of Springfield, Missouri will get to.
You heard him, folks. All right, this is Magic Tyler with Grayson Waller. WWE SuperShow again this Sunday, October 15th.